Julia and welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing my booktubeathon TBR. If you don't know, booktubeathon is a readathon hosted by Ariel Bassett, and this year it runs from the 24th to the 30th of July. I don't know what this event is about. I'll link you to a bunch, like the booktubeathon channel and Ariel's channel, but it's basically a big booktube extravaganza and it's full of reading challenges, video challenges, I think there's vlogging challenges, there's Twitter sprints, there's Instagram challenges. It's just so much going on this year and it's so much fun, and there's like prizes and all this other stuff, so it's a good time. I participated 2 years ago, but I didn't like put anything online, and then last year I participated and had a great time. I had a great time. It was so much fun. I did like the daily uploads, the daily challenges and all that, and it was so much fun. So I'm super excited to do it again this year. The only difference this year than last year is I am busier this summer. Last summer I didn't really have much going on, but I do have a summer school course. My reading time is going to be kind of cut in half, and I do have an exam that week, so there's a lot going on, but I'm still participating in booktubeathon just because I love it so much. But my TBR is quite ambitious, but let's just jump right into it and I hope I get to at least a few of these. The first challenge is to read a book with like a person on the cover, even if it's like an arm, a hand, whatever. And basically for this I chose Queens of Geek by Jen Wild, and this book has like pink hair on the cover, so I'm like, sure. Basically, this I know is like a really fun story. 3 friends, 2 love stories, 1 convention, and it's about someone who's like, I know it's diverse, I'm not sure how, but there's someone who's a vlogger and they're going to like this event, and it just sounds super fun and it's been getting great reviews, so I'm really interested to see how I enjoy this book if I do get around to it. And also for that same challenge, if I do not get around to Queens of Geek, or basically I do a classic a month, but I'm not sure if I'm going to read my classic before booktubeathon, so if I don't, then I'm hoping to read Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov, which I pronounced wrong. This book is super controversial. It's basically about an older man who falls for a young girl, and he kind of he tells us the story of, you know, this girl named Lolita, and oh my god, it's apparently very obsessive and really, I don't even know, but I really want to read it. It's one of the classics I want to read this year, and I'm looking forward to it if I get to it. And yeah, if you guys have read this, let me know your thoughts down below. The next challenge is read a hyped book, which this one is super easy. Basically, I have When Dimple Met Rishi by Sanya Menon, and this book is about 2 people, Dimple and Rishi, and they go to a camp, this like computer coding camp, and their parents are trying to get them into an arranged marriage, and Rishi knows about it and he's super excited and he's like, yes. And when Dimple finds out, she ain't too happy. So it's about them and their romance, I believe, and it sounds really cute and amazing. It's been getting good reviews and I'm really interested to see how I personally enjoy it. The third challenge is read a book in 1 day, and for this I have Burned by Ellen Hopkins, and this is a book written in verse, and Ellen Hopkins books I always tend to fly through pretty quickly. This one I don't know too much about, but I usually just go into her books blind. But this one says, raised in a religious yet abusive family, the girl starts asking questions about God, a woman's role, sex, love, etc. And yeah, so it's going to be an interesting story, probably super dark, and there is a sequel, so if I really enjoy this, I could read that sometime during booktubeathon, possibly. Number 4 is read about a character who is different from you, and this one is kind of easy, also in the fact that I could go with country, because like no books are set in Canada. A lot of YA books especially are not set in Canada, but I went with a book that I just got recently, and that is Homegoing by Ya Jessie. This is about 2 half-sisters who are born in Ghana, I believe is how you say it. I'm probably wrong, sorry. But they are both sent to different villages, and I just know there's so much more diversity to this book that I don't know too much about, but I'm super excited to get to it. It's been getting such great reviews and such praise for just diverse themes, so many other themes, and I'm just so interested to read it, and hopefully I'll get around to it because I really want to read it soon, so hopefully booktubeathon will be when I read it. Challenge number 5 is read a book outdoors, and this one was the harder one for me because I don't read outdoors, and like if it's hot out, like no, but I'm gonna try. So I picked like a shorter book, and basically I picked The Vegetarian by Hong Kong. And on the inside flap, it basically says, a beautiful, unsettling novel in 3 acts about rebellion and taboo. Really interesting reviews. The writing is kind of weird because I did start it a while ago and I was like, what? But yeah, it should be very interesting. I think it's about a woman like finding her independence and all that sort of stuff. So I'm really interested to see how this book rolls and if I do read it outside. Because hopefully I'll do that, but I don't know. Next is a cover buy, and I truthfully don't really buy books because of their covers. I do appreciate beautiful covers, but I mostly buy books because I'm interested in the story, or I've heard really good things about it and I think I'd be interested in the story, etc. So I just went with some books that I bought because of authors or because of like other people's recommendations that do have beautiful covers. So first up here I have A Furthermore by Tanara Mafi, which I hope to read this one. It is around 400 pages, but it is also middle grade and has bigger text, so we will see if I can do this one, if I'm in the mood for fantasy. If I don't get to that one and I'm not in the mood, I have A Quiet Kind of Thunder by Sarah Bernard, which this one, again, I don't know too much about, but I've heard amazing things about this author's work, and I'm super excited to read these. They've been getting solid reviews that have to do with friendship and romance and all this other stuff, so I'm super interested to get around to these books. The 7th challenge is to read 7 books, which I don't know if I'm going to accomplish this week just for the fact that I do have an exam and I do have summer school, and I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to read a ton, especially if I have schoolwork. So yeah, but as you can see, I'm going to try. And I have, for my 7th book, I have Beautiful Broken Things by Sarah Bernard, which this was her first novel, so I would probably read this one before I read this one, but these books have just been getting so much praise, and I believe they're written by a UK author, and this one I know is about friendship. As Steffi doesn't talk, Reese can't hear, they understand each other perfectly. Love isn't always a lightning strike, sometimes it's the rumble roll of thunder. So these just sound so good, and I'm so excited to get to these especially. There you guys have it. That was my TBR for the booktubeathon. I do have like a few, like I think I showed like 9 or 10 books in this video because I do have a few options for some books in case I don't feel like reading whatever. But let me know what you're reading. Link me down below to your TBRs if you made one, because I'd love to see what you guys are reading. And yeah, let me know the thoughts on the books that I may be reading. And yeah, I'll see you guys all super soon with a new video. Bye!
Queen for queen and move just like this. When you fall down